Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
City Council set to vote on a redevelopment plan for Southwest Rockford. Environmental impact concerns could pose a challenge.
Being outside can be dangerous this week. Temperatures are forecasted to be well into the 90s. We look at what's being done to protect student athletes.
And a local healthcare provider stresses child safety. The planned event to educate families on car seats. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. There is a lot on the agenda at tonight's Rockford City Council meeting. One item would transform vacant land on the city's west side into a residential space.
Taylor Castro is live at City Hall. And Taylor, this has been laid over before.
Eric, Mimi, this vote has been laid over for a while now. Back in June, it was because of the passing of Alderwoman Linda McNeely. Then 2 weeks ago, there was another motion to delay due to absences. The plan is to turn a 14-acre field on South Avon Street into a residential area. In addition to apartments and other units, developers intend to include a mixed-use commercial building for entrepreneurs and businesses, plus family resources like a child care center and social service area. The big issue has been the environmental condition of the property. Soil disturbance can create erosion concerns, potentially causing water quality problems. The native wildlife would also be disturbed. If passed, the project will take 3 years to complete. The meeting will be getting started here soon. I'll have more tonight at 9 and 10. Reporting in Rockford for your home team, I'm Taylor Castro. Eric, Mimi, back to you.
All right, Taylor, thanks for that report.
Temperatures over the next couple of days are expected to get into the 90s. That plus the heat index will be a dangerous combination.
Yeah, let's head back over to Candace for the upcoming heat warnings as they're coming into the local counties. Candace?
Yeah, we've had nothing out there for today, mostly because our heat and humidity has been tolerable. As I showed you at the top of the show, our numbers as far as temperature-wise are in those mid-80s currently at 85 in Freeport, 85 in Sterling, 84 in Rockford. The heat index as high as the low 90s in a couple of spots. But once we get into tomorrow, behind a warm front, that's when we're going to feel those changes once again. So think about yesterday and those temperatures climbing back up into the upper 80s, low 90s, and that heat index in a couple of spots getting back up over 100 degrees. So beginning tomorrow, we do have a heat advisory that will go into effect for portions of southern Wisconsin as well as northern Illinois, but we have an excessive heat warning that will go into effect for Stevenson, Joe Daviess, Carroll, and Whiteside counties. Now, this is mainly because we are expecting those heat index temperatures to climb going into the afternoon tomorrow. They will range really anywhere from 95 to 105 degrees. So that'll be a range in what the feels like temperature will be once we get into late morning and then throughout the afternoon as that actual air temperature climbs into the lower 90s. We'll see those numbers climb again Wednesday, Thursday potentially being our hottest days, but storms may limit that full potential, especially going in the day on Thursday. Either way, I think those will be the more muggy days, and then we get a little reprieve from that going into Friday. So just remember that heat exhaustion, heat stroke, those are real things, especially with the prolonged heat. We'll look at when we see that break coming up here in the full forecast a little later.
All right, thanks, Candace. And there are several places you can go if you need to cool off. Centers at Carpenter's Place and Rockford Rescue Mission are open during the day, as well as the Brook Road United Methodist Church and the gym at Loves Park City Hall. In Boone County, you can go inside the Belvidere Public Safety Building or the Belvidere Oasis. That's open 24/7. We have a full list of cooling centers in this story at mystateline.com. This week's heat comes as many students return to class, and that means high school sports are in full swing.
Jess Lipson talked with a local athletic trainer about how one school's preparing for the high temps. Jess, what do they have in place to handle the heat?
Well, Eric and Mimi, it can go a few different ways, whether that's practicing inside, just using less equipment, or changing practice times. He says they'll take whatever measure necessary to keep the athletes safe.
Change practice times a little bit going for the next 3 days. So yeah, we always talk to the coaches ahead of time.
With temperatures reaching the upper 90s this week, athletic trainers are on high alert as fall sports are in full swing of practices.
Well, first of all, we look at the forecast, and then so we kind of know what's coming. And then from there, the biggest thing is we have to do is monitor the wet ball globe temperature, and we have a tool that does that, or we can also go on, use a website and crunch the numbers.
Chad Spalding, the athletic trainer at East High School, has already had conversations with coaches about being aware of the heat. The IHSA has guidelines that each RPS school must follow. However, schools can enforce even tougher rules if they deem necessary. During these hot days, he finds players are most at risk for cramps.
Just, you gotta be prepared, have ways to cool them down, after practice if they overheat, with the ice and, ice buckets, whatever it takes, you gotta get them cooled down if they start going into heat exhaustion or heat stroke.
While coaches and trainers monitor temps and plan practices accordingly, either changing times, cancellations, or moving inside, measures can be taken at home too. Even if they seem like basic information, these steps are vital for protecting your child.
Well, drinking a lot of water, not just that day, but days leading up to it. They should be drinking a lot of water starting now because it's, by Wednesday and Thursday, it's going to be really hot. Just eat healthy, try to get them the best they can. And, here that's a challenge, even in good weather, in good conditions.
Chad adds to make sure to stay up to date on practice schedules in case times are changing and pack a few extra waters this week. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Jess. Rockford Police search for suspect after a pair of armed robberies. Around 11 Saturday night, officers responded to reports of a robbery on Rural Street near Rural on Tap. A man in his early 20s held a couple at gunpoint and demanded cash before riding off on a bike. Minutes after that, RPD was alerted to another robbery on Greenwood Avenue. The suspect held another couple at gunpoint while they were unloading their car before riding off on his bike again. Police were able to locate the bicycle on East State Street. No one in either case was physically hurt. If you have any information, call Rockford Police or Crime Stoppers.
A Rockford man's arrested after an argument leads to shots being fired. Saturday, Rockford Police were called to an apartment near 6th Avenue and South 4th Street after someone heard gunshots. Witnesses told police there was some sort of verbal fight inside an apartment. Officers say Julian Scott left the area but came back and fired into the apartment. Police found Scott on 8th Avenue. That's where they arrested him. Investigators say they also recovered a handgun reported stolen out of Rockford. Scott faces half a dozen charges, including reckless discharge and possession of a stolen firearm. He is in the Winnebago County Jail.
A Beloit man's arrested after attempting to abduct a child. On Friday before 5:30 at night, Janesville police received a report of an attempted child abduction. The young girl was walking in the area of North Crosby Avenue and Bond Place. That's when a man in a car followed her. Police say when the girl refused his advances, the man got out of his car and grabbed her by the wrist. The girl screamed and a bystander came to the scene. The man returned to his vehicle and drove away. A following investigation identified Daryl Holloway of Beloit as the suspect. Holloway is a convicted sex offender currently on parole. A parole GPS monitor places him in the area at the time of the incident. Holloway has a criminal record dating back to 1986 when he was convicted of second-degree sexual assault. For this case, he's charged with child enticement and abduction of another's child.
An ongoing bridge construction project could mean you need to find another route. This week, crews will set beams for the Perryville Road Bridge over Bypass 20. That means traffic will occasionally be shut down eastbound and westbound. Random closures will happen today through Thursday between 7 at night and 5 in the morning.
Medical experts are stressing the importance of car seats for kids. Tomorrow, UW Health plans on holding a car seat safety event. Workers will talk with families about the proper use of car seats and the importance of using them based on a child's size. UW Health's NICU care coordinator says the event's a great way to create bonds with the community.
It's about getting community resources out to our community, making sure that everyone has access to all information, and the car seat people will be there to check their car seats, put them in their cars, make sure they're correct, and just connecting with the community.
Visiting families can also check out other local resources and enjoy some ice cream.
President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden arrive in Hawaii.
They're scheduled to visit Maui, where Biden will meet with survivors, first responders, and government officials. He's also expected to make remarks and attend a community event. Over 115 people are dead and hundreds more are still missing. Biden left from California, where he's vacationing for the week with his family. Tropical Storm Hilary drenched Southern California, dropping more than half an average year's worth of rain on some areas.
Hilary is the first tropical storm to hit Southern California in more than 80 years. Palm Springs recorded more than 3 inches of rain Sunday. That's more than the city typically sees in 6 months. Palm Springs police told people to text if there were emergencies this weekend. The storm knocked out 911 lines.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Starting to see a little more filtered sunshine out there late this afternoon and evening as we take a live look with our SkyTrack camera out at the Poplar Grove Airport. Temperatures today a little cooler, so to speak, than where we sat yesterday, and not nearly as humid thanks to our dew point temperatures a good 10 to 15 degrees cooler than where they sat yesterday afternoon. We're at 84 in Rockford, 85 in Freeport, 85 in Sterling, 82 right now for Rochelle and DeKalb. Still looking at that big ridge of high pressure centered off to the west of us, working here further to the east over the next couple of days, which will bring back that heat as that strong ridge really centers itself across the middle of the country. Hottest days most likely coming up here Wednesday, Thursday, although there could be some caveats to that as far as any cloud cover and storm potential too. May not have a direct impact on us, could see that a little further east. Either way you look at it, the numbers, they are expected to climb. We were in the mid 80s today, still comfortable, but once we get into tomorrow, there's a warm front sitting to the west of us and south. That'll pull north throughout the day, so that'll bring us back into the upper 80s and low 90s. Right now I have a forecast high of 91 for the afternoon. That front is expected to pull to the north of us Wednesday, Thursday. Those are likely to be our hottest days coming up. Wednesday could actually end up being the more humid day out of the next several just because of where our dew point temperatures will sit. Thursday we've got the potential to mix that number down just a bit. Either way, it'll be hot. That heat index for tomorrow ranging across southern Wisconsin and northern Illinois from about 95 up to 105 degrees. That's during the afternoon. The heat index Wednesday, Thursday could reach as high as 115, most likely on Wednesday in a couple of spots. Now, I mentioned that storm potential that could limit our full heat potential coming up both of those days, but especially on Thursday as a cold front works a little closer to us. So I wanted to break this down a little bit when we look day by day here and time frame by time frame to kind of give you an idea of when we're expecting some of those hottest days to come up. Tomorrow, 10 a.m., the heat index very close to what the actual air temperature sits. But once we get into noon and then into the afternoon, that heat index number will climb into the mid and upper 90s, a couple of spots getting into the low 100s. Even once we near sunset, heat index still sitting in the 90s. Now, by the time we get into Wednesday, those numbers are going to climb, and I do anticipate triple-digit heat index numbers area-wide across the region. Same thing on Thursday, but as I mentioned, Thursday, those may be tempered just a bit as we get a little bit of drier air coming in. Either way you look at it, it's going to be hot. For tomorrow, we've got a heat advisory that'll go into effect tomorrow morning, and then an excessive heat warning for Stevenson, Joe Davies, Carroll, and Whiteside counties, and that will last not only through tomorrow but then going into Wednesday. Wednesday, Thursday, as I mentioned again, could see some hotter days coming in. Right now that storm track looking to stay to the north as that ridge of high pressure builds in, but we want to focus on what develops up here to the north and any impact those could have coming in, especially as we get into Wednesday and into Thursday. Notice a lot of these thunderstorms will stay to the east of us on the other side there of Lake Michigan, but we may see that boundary, especially on Thursday, get a little closer to us during that time frame Thursday afternoon. Neither way, it is going to be a hot one coming up before we see those numbers drop. So 64 for tonight, 91 for tomorrow. Hot and humid once again with that southeasterly wind. Temperatures then into the at least mid 90s once we get into Wednesday, Thursday. Cold front comes in on Friday. We do have a chance for some showers, thunderstorms with that. And then the weekend, guys, looking a lot better.
Now sports with sports director Scott Leber.
Bears heading to their final week of the preseason with an injury issue on the offensive line. The Chicago Tribune is reporting that Tevin Jenkins has a leg injury and he could be sidelined for up to 6 weeks. Jenkins is the Bears' starting left guard. He started 11 games last season, and at times he was the Bears' best offensive lineman. The Bears have also had injury issues up front this preseason with Nate Davis and Lucas Patrick. Well, the best quarterback in the preseason for the Bears has been undrafted rookie Tyson Bagent. He's played well in both games so far, and last Saturday night against the Colts, he completed 9 of 10 passes, and he led his 17-play, 92-yard touchdown drive. This is the guy who played college ball at Division II Shepherd University. He just might have a shot at making the Bears practice squad, and he was pumped Saturday when he made it to the end zone.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Just because coming from college, you're not allowed to really celebrate like that. So I'd never spiked. I never even practiced a spike before. So I thought it was pretty solid for him, and everybody seemed to be pretty juiced up.
The Fighting Illini have settled on a starting quarterback. Luke Altmaier gets the job. He's the young man who transferred in from Ole Miss. Here's Coach Brett Bielema making it official. Altmaier played 2 years at Ole Miss. He has 3 years of eligibility left. We'll have a couple more football two-day previews coming your way this evening. At 6 o'clock, the North Boone Vikings, and at 9 and 10, the Dupac Rivermen. It's a special day for a special woman. Sister Jean of Loyola celebrated her 104th birthday today. She says she's looking forward to another season of Loyola men's basketball. She'll be throwing out a ceremonial first pitch at a Cubs game next week.
Well, for people who like summer weather and they like it really warm, they're gonna
really like
this
couple
week.
of days. Yeah. For those that don't, hang in there because we've got a break coming up for the weekend. So thankfully, it's not a prolonged heat wave. But
sure.
I mean,
Well, but you've talked about this. We've had so few days where we've
Yes.
strung together 90-degree days. It's
Right.
going to feel pretty hot.
Right. You know, you kind of factor in how it felt yesterday. You know, temperatures were in the low 90s. The heat index got up to 110 in a couple of spots. And that's kind of what we're looking at come Wednesday and Thursday. For some, that'll feel a little like it tomorrow, too. The First Warn interactive radar brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and More stays pretty quiet for the night tonight. And really, you look for that relief coming up at night. That's when you want, you know, those temperatures to cool. Next several nights, we don't get that. So that's where that added stress on the body comes to play. But then we cool things off by the weekend.
Oh, thanks, Candace.
And thank you for spending some of your time with us. Stay safe.